Mm-hmm.
Well, what I did learn from Hendo, obviously, or I didn't learn, was his editing skills because my editing skills are horrible. So
Wow.
we're gonna have a new intro, but it's horrible. I gotta get it worked on. But it's okay.
It's
What's
because
going on?
you took
You
10
know we
minutes.
live, right, Nintendo?
I did not know that. He gave no warning whatsoever.
I know.
I know. I don't give
Goddamn.
warnings. But what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday. It is a new year. It's a new episode of Still Conspiracy.
Same
With my
bullshit.
good same bullshit. With my two good friends. Hope you're ready to have some fun because it's gonna be a good night. Let's get it going.
Image, your beats are so fire.
I feel we can beat the Browns. We can compete with Baltimore if they have Lamar, and we're right there with the Bengals.
That young man put his life on the line for you, for your entertainment.
We were talking all before the game. You know, everyone was like, "Nah, Ravens don't have a shot," and they're right there.
You know what I love more than anything? Just looking at the reactions as you guys watch it.
They should.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever watched In Living Color?
Have I ever watched In Living Color? Sometimes, yes.
Hated it. Where's the Raiders stuff? You took the Raiders stuff out? How can this be a Steelers conspiracy with Panthers and Steelers?
Why is Kenneth Pickett front and center?
Well, he's going to be taken off there very soon. Because you know what? I didn't have time to make a new thumbnail because of Kenneth. And we'll talk about him being benched. But don't worry. My editing skills are getting a little bit better.
Putting Bryce in the background just because he's a little guy. All right. You didn't shrink down Kenneth's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Disrespect.
Right.
Yeah, it is disrespectful.
The disrespect. How y'all doing today? My name is Suge. And I am here. Wow.
He quit.
Who quit?
Kenneth Pickett.
He was hurt.
No.
Do you believe rumors?
Yes, I do. When it's about Kenny Pickett, he said he was not going to be the backup, and that's why he was inactive.
He said no. Thank you, Buck.
He pulled up Marcus Mariota without the character and integrity.
Wait a minute. What?
And skill, honestly. If we're being real.
Wow.
Don't do that. You know Marcus is better than Kenneth.
The disrespect right now. God.
But I was
having a bad day. Now you guys have just made it worse. But it's okay. We will carry on. Welcome to the Still Conspiracy. It is a new year. Before we get started, I want to introduce my two good friends right here who are here with me when they're available. Starting with the man below.
Seems like every week.
Every week.
It's every week.
Well, you are. I know you are, Rodney. But
so is Hendo.
I'm here every week.
You're the one here every week.
You're the one the last few weeks that was like no show.
No, that's not true. This man right here didn't want to do a show.
No.
Because it was his birthday.
Anybody who watches any of our shows know that I don't ever want to do any of the shows.
Facts.
I told y'all go ahead and do the show without me, and you were like,
no show at all.
I wanted to relax.
You pulled a Kenny Pickett.
I needed a break. I did. I was hurt. And I was hurt emotionally, and I needed some time off. So, but we're back. It's going to be a great night. And let me continue as I say, Hendo, welcome to the show. It's a new year. Appreciate you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hope you had a great new year.
Okay.
And I hope you had a great Christmas.
For you.
I did. How about you? What?
So that just means no co-host points for you.
Co-host points
On this show? I don't get them on any other show.
Hey, when the show gets big.
Hey, sure. Check your donation, sir.
I'm getting there. Give me a second.
Let me see. Let me click on this for you. Oh, I don't have permission. Never mind.
Oh, damn. I
Buck,
like how you're doing that now after you fix the egregious error over on your channel.
Hey, Buck, there's no donation, sir.
At least I fix things.
You goddamn liar, Buck.
You're a liar. New Year, you start off the same way?
And, of course, yes, sir.
For the new year, we getting a new name?
No, we're going to stick to Still Conspiracy.
That's right.
You just want to be SC like Sports Center. Okay, got you.
What up, Jay?
You got me. You do got me. And
what's up, Jay?
My man over here, Mr. Brodney,
Jeremy,
the host of Lunch Break Hot Take, Ring Kings, and Old Man Gamers. How are you doing, sir?
That's
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. 2 out of 3, and 2 out of 3. You know, if you're playing baseball, you're a legend. Anywhere else, you're failing. But I'm doing all right. You know, had a good holiday. Had a nice little break there. You know, it's back to work, but that's what it is,
right.
I guess.
Right. I don't know about you guys, but New Year's, I got a little too out of hand, and
no kidding.
Really, Monday was just miserable.
Right, all day.
You know what I did on New Year's?
What'd you do?
I had sparkling grape juice with my nephew, and then we went outside and looked at some fireworks, and then I went to bed like a grown up.
Nice.
I was in bed by 10:45.
You weren't in bed; you were passed out by 10:45.
Right.
We're not going to talk about that.
Not the same.
Not going to talk about. But
really,
because it's a new year, I am streaming on my Facebook, personal Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Get it.
I will try to do some more streaming on other platforms, but that will be later because apparently it is $49 to stream past 3 platforms, and I ain't got that kind of money right now. But real quick, let's check and see who's in the chat. Jared, how you doing, sir? Hope you're having a great night. Appreciate you being here. Jeremy Miller, always here supporting, always here to support Brodney and Hendo.
Jeremy Miller's everywhere.
You decided to stop being racist in 2024, Jeremy?
Right. Turn over.
Replace Bryce Young with Tepper throwing a drink at the Jags fan. We'll talk about that. Brandon saying, check your donations. I have not got one yet, Brandon. So there is not, sir.
Donations.
There is not, sir. If you're going to that link, there is nothing here.
Buck, send it again.
Send it a few times. Yeah, just the last one I got was from Matt D. Jay the 6, how you doing, sir? Hope you're having a great night. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's get it started.
It's Wednesday already.
It's not Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday tomorrow. Can't wait. Lunch break hot take. Make sure to be there.
Wednesday's gonna be as soon as we get off the stream.
It's not gonna be that long. Steelers went over Seattle. There's a little bit of a QB controversy. Brodney alluded to in the beginning. Well, he alluded to it in the beginning. There was rumors that Kenny Pickett did not want to be a backup to Mason Rudolph.
I mean,
for good reason.
Supposedly they were going to have him be the third starter, emergency QB. This week he's going to be the backup, and Mitchell Trubisky will be the emergency. Mason Rudolph didn't look too bad, about 270 something yards, no touchdowns. But Najee Harris decided to show up one day, and him and Warren just ran all over Seattle.
First time in his career,
right? And we're able to run all over Seattle, score a couple touchdowns in a close game. The Steelers now need a lot of help. We'll talk about that in the NFL playoff picture. But once again, Mike Tomlin finishes with a above 500 record.
Yeah,
possibly could have been can finish 10-7 or can finish 9-8.
9-8.
We'll see. Because we do play a certain team.
Backups.
Yeah, that's the thing. Backups.
Last time you played our backups, we whopped you. Molly whopped.
When did you beat us?
We 2019.
RG3 came in
2019. So 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
I said our backups.
I love
our
you
backup.
know what I love, Bronny. You know what I love, Bronny? How Ravens fans will always say we don't live in the past, but he's bringing something up from 4 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, how about this? Number 1 seed division champs 2023.
Hey, that's okay.
2023. Because somebody said we were going to lose
MVP.
2 out of 4 games.
Haven't
lost to one, have we?
Hey, you did. Hey, prove me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. Look at so petty. So going into this week 18, Steelers are going to be playing the Ravens, and they will need some help. They will need Jacksonville to lose in order to get into the playoffs, and possibly I think Buffalo can still win. It's just I think it's Jacksonville that needs to lose.
The Steelers get a playoff berth with a win and a Buffalo loss, or a win and a Jacksonville loss or tie, or a win and a Houston Indianapolis tie, or a win. Oh no, I'm sorry, a tie, a Jacksonville lost, and then Houston Indianapolis not tying, and then they could also get in with a Jacksonville loss, a Denver win, and Houston Indianapolis not ending in a tie. So there's a lot of scenarios that aren't going to come true for you.
I think Derrick Henry is going to carry us to victory. I don't know. To be honest with you, as a Steelers fan right now, I don't want to go to the playoffs.
Why not?
To be honest with
mentality.
you, it's not that. It's not a loser mentality. We're too banged up, and the last time we did this, we walked into Kansas City and watched our Hall of Fame quarterback get absolutely beat down. I don't.
He got that treatment that he used to give out to other people.
How about that?
Yep, especially in the bathroom. So I don't want that. Now, do I think that? I think that Steelers. Well, you know what's even funny more, Jeremy? The Steelers could actually finish with the best record in the division and still not make the playoffs. They can finish 5-1 in the division.
The best division record. Okay,
right,
yeah,
not the best record.
No, not the best record. Division record. They can finish 5-1 and not make the playoffs.
I think Baltimore should let them win just so that plays out. You got the best division record in the best division.
Don't make the playoffs.
And don't make
and don't make the playoffs.
Y'all just set records all season.
Do you don't believe Mason Rudolph can beat the Dolphins? I think we do. But here's the thing, though. It's not. We wouldn't see any of those teams. We would see Kansas City, or we might see Miami. But Kansas City's the one team, and we've not really been good against Patrick Mahomes. You know.
Well, no, they would be the. I mean, depending on how they get in, they could be the 7th seed, and they'd be playing Miami on the road at that point.
Yeah, but that's tough.
But listen, Mason Rudolph has unlocked George Pickens.
And it is so weird because the key was just shaped as throwing the ball anywhere near him.
Anywhere near
How about that?
And just Kenny Pickett wouldn't do it.
I don't think, to be honest with you, I just think Kenny couldn't do it after all. I thought maybe it was just a system thing. But the throws that Mason's been making down the sideline, over the middle,
or throws that
and a lot of people have been talking about how, well, after Canada left, Kenny had a really good game, but he didn't score touchdowns. Now, Mason didn't score touchdowns in the Seattle game, but he was able to get the ball to the 10-yard line, the 5-yard line, and like we said, Najee Harris decided to show up, and Warren, and
Geno Smith sucks.
And just decided, to put the ball in the end zone a couple times. So, what do you shake your head for?
You didn't hear Ando slipping in Geno sucks?
I mean,
he's a ridiculous person.
You know what? Because sometimes I can't hear Hendo because his equipment's so bad. But it's okay. Sometimes he skips. Like right now, he's just staring at me.
And he's got that Comcast internet, and you never know when that's going to come through.
Exactly.
You never know.
Exactly. But
it's kind of like the Steelers. You don't know how they're going to play week to week.
You're right. Hey, you're right, because to be honest with you, we wouldn't even have this issue had we won one of those games that we should have won against the Cardinals, Patriots, or Indianapolis. And the Patriots
but to be fair, you wouldn't have this issue either had you lost all those games that you should have lost early in the season.
This is true.
But we didn't. Like we won.
Yeah, but you didn't win those games either, did you? So
yes, we did.
I mean the ones that you just mentioned. You didn't win those. So
yeah, we didn't. So but we had an opportunity to win them, especially the Patriots game.
Bailey Zappi.
So you know, we wouldn't even have been in this position, but it is what it is. Like I said, Steelers do need some help. But if they don't make the playoffs, the big question the big two questions is what is going to happen with Mike Tomlin and the quarterback situation. There's a lot of rumors out there. There's a lot of rumors out there, but also too that 3-game loss was really on him.
Is it really? So are you telling me? You meaning to tell me a coach has been in the league 17 seasons, never had a losing record, even with backups in there? You're telling me it's Mike Tomlin's fault that your scouting department drafted Kenneth Pickett?
Well,
he signed off on it.
It's worse because in those 3 losses, it was Mr. Trubisky.
I mean, that is true too. Yeah.
But he signed off on getting Kenny Pickett. Also,
okay.
too.
Oh, no. I heard your GM be running things with an iron fist. I heard he's out there babysitting players like they're toddlers. That was the talk before. But now when you can't play, it's all. I mean, Mike, you know,
he signed off on it. He gave the green light. He's not the GM.
Hold darkness over there. I didn't even want Kenneth.
I mean, you've been there for how long? I'm pretty sure he has a say on who gets drafted.
Listen, having a say and pulling the trigger are 2 different things. I'm just saying.
I mean, a convict would know that. Yeah,
I guarantee you. If Mike Tomlin had his way, they'd have made a push on Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, because if Mike Tomlin had his way, they probably would have got rid of Ben earlier.
True.
Instead of letting him go begging on his goddamn knees to the GM, like, please let me stay one more
I'll
year.
take a pay cut.
Y'all play for free.
Cool. Cool.
That's neither here nor there.
He got him to 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
won 2 of them. So
I'm not that year.
Yeah, we're going back in history, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
But more recently, he lost to Cleveland in the playoffs.
Enjoy what money, Buck? I haven't gotten anything.
Maybe he's PayPal'd it or cash.
I would get.
You're just gonna stop the show,
right?
Oh no, because okay, Buck sent. Buck sent me.
So you gonna give an apology?
Sent me something.
Are you gonna apologize to him now?
I don't know what
he said.
I don't know what you. I said I seen the proof. Yeah, it's not popping up, Buck.
No, you gonna apologize to him?
I ain't apologizing for nothing.
It's terrible.
But I appreciate you, Buck.
He can't.
If you want to put if you want to put the message in there, go ahead in chat. I'll read it. So Steelers need a little help. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but we'll see. We are playing Baltimore. Possibly their backups. And
on Saturday.
Is it a Saturday game?
Saturday game. 4:30.
So what time are we streaming that, Hendo?
You know, that's why I love you, Suge, because he knew not to ask me.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be there.
He knew to go straight to Hendo.
He knew that you were gonna be there.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna be there.
Y'all have had this planned for quite a while.
We did not.
Actually, we did. We did.
Yeah.
I said so. Mason Rudolph is the number 1 quarterback. I mean, he's played fine. He's not making mistakes. He's throwing the ball to George Pickens. You know, he's making his reads. There is a lot going around right now. It's so funny because even though Ben hasn't played, it's still the conversation with him and Mason going back to when they drafted him and Ben came out because during Steeler games he now does a live stream and he was like, I just want to put the record out there. I never said I didn't like Mason. You know, I just didn't think at the time why we drafted him and things like that. And people were like, Ben, you literally said you didn't want nothing to do with him.
Yeah, he
that's-
hated
and
them when
that's-
they picked them, and then
Yeah.
there was that Myles Garrett incident, and Ben was like, "You're all right."
You're a good dude.
I don't think he's
Listen,
that.
You're my kind of guy.
Ben was absolutely right in that scenario. Maybe he shouldn't have said it publicly,
True.
but
Hmm.
what are you doing drafting a quarterback in the 3rd round when he had several more years left? Draft somebody who can help the team win.
Hmm.
And then Mason Rudolph.
It was not.
To this day.
Facts.
I mean, he wasn't. Was it the Baltimore game when he got knocked out? He was playing pretty good. Then he got knocked out by Baltimore, and he was never the same after that. He got to sit for a couple
There's
years.
a lot of that going around.
He got to sit a couple years, and we'll see what he does next week. And if he does get to the playoffs, see what he can do. Again, I would like to not focus on the playoffs and focus on the offseason, because I remember all year, all I heard was Steelers are going to finish under 500. Not from you guys, from other people. So for them to finish 9-8, 10-7, you're probably 1 win away from the playoffs, 2 wins from, competing with Baltimore for the AFC North and being the top seed. So I think you need to work on a couple things: center, getting maybe a right tackle and moving Brodnick Jones to the left tackle. Figuring out what you're going to do with the quarterback between Mason and Kenny, or going in a wholly different direction and getting a new quarterback in there and getting an OC and defensive coordinator. What do you, Bronny, for you, what do you think is the most important thing going into the offseason if the Steelers don't make the playoffs?
Like Ron Rivera told that reporter last year, quarterback. Okay. Quarterback. You got this year, you got Caleb Williams coming out, you got Drake May coming out, you got Michael Penix coming out, you got Bo Nix coming out. Those are just, maybe for the top 5 or 6 quarterbacks. I think that they are in a good position. They'll be able to move up, and they won't have to move up too far to get a quality prospect to go ahead and replace Kenneth. It's unfortunate, but he doesn't look like he has it.
You're right. No, I don't think he does.
And getting the quarterback will it'll do wonders for that team, because they've got talent pretty much everywhere else.
Yeah. I think like Hendo said, even though Mason's not the greatest, he has woken up George Pickens, who's looked amazing. And it's crazy because if you look at the stats, he only has 63 catches, and everybody's in the like hundreds. I think who was it that I saw? I didn't bring it up, but somebody has 72, and I think it's Ayuk or something like that.
Oh yeah, Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has like 72. But
Mhm.
George Pickens is up there in the top with only 63 catches, and if he had a somewhat of a decent quarterback, he could have really did some damage. For you, Hendo, I
Yes,
know
sir.
I know you're gonna dog on the Steelers. Obviously, it all depends on this game against the Ravens if they can win and get some help. But if not, what should the Steelers focus on for the next season?
I mean, it's like Brady said, it's got to be quarterback. I see Big Red said Russell Wilson is available. He's going to be available, so that might be an idea. He didn't play half bad, and I'm not saying it's a joke, but if you can't trade up to get one of those top quarterbacks, I know they somebody said Michael Penix. The way that Michael Penix played last night, he's not going to be around. He's going to be a top 5.
Yeah, they're looking at Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, Jalen Daniels, like they have some options. If not, but if not,
Jaden. Good Lord.
It's 2. I'm sorry, it's 2 of them. It's Jaden and Jalen. One's Kansas State quarterback and one's LSU quarterback.
Kansas State quarterback ain't going nowhere near what we talking about.
But I did mean the LSU quarterback. So if you can't get one of those, you may want to get a stopgap quarterback. And I do think that the Steelers may want to look at getting themselves a mobile quarterback. Stop getting these statues, because the drop back pass is becoming extinct. Also, you do need offensive line help, and I think you need some help in the secondary.
Yeah, definitely. As much as Joey Porter has been decent this year, he hasn't been great as a lockdown corner. He's been decent. He's been a decent corner, but
He's a rookie.
he's a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie, and
He's a rookie.
yeah,
He'll
but they
learn.
depended on him a lot this year. It's going to be good for getting those reps and everything. But I think that you need to get somebody on the other side of him, or find a lockdown corner. Because I think maybe
a true number one.
Yeah, true number one, and then maybe he can flourish more. Now, I know you said it already. There has been rumors of trades, which I don't know if this is good. You should trade Mike Tomlin. Trade a white coach is fine, but trading Mike Tomlin is kind of ridiculous. But do you think, Bronny, Mike Tomlin will be the coach of the Steelers next year?
Yes, because the Steelers are a well-run organization. They're not like the team who said that they wanted to mold themselves after the Steelers, the Carolina Panthers, right? They don't like to rock the boat a lot. They like continuity, and he's literally never lost. So
He's lost. He's lost.
You know what I mean? Not had a losing season. He's never had a losing season. So what could possibly be the reason to move on from him now when you didn't have the talent to have a winning season?
Well, let me ask you this question, because I want to throw this out to you, because I think you're one of the people, and Hendo, you can respond too. A lot of people are trying to throw the Kenny not wanting to be a backup at Mike Tomlin, saying he's lost the locker room. To me, that doesn't even make any sense. How did one man's decision make Tomlin lose the locker room?
Listen, Suge. The Steelers fans don't like Mike Tomlin. I'm not even going to go into why. Okay. But I heard he lost the locker room like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he couldn't control. He had no control over his players because old boy went on Instagram Live from the locker room. Never mind that he kept Antonio Brown from being Antonio Brown for like 9 straight years.
Thanks.
But yeah, there's always talk because the reality is they're not good enough to be a contender right now. They don't have the talent to be a contender. And they're not picking high enough to make the offseason discussion about, hey, who's our next quarterback going to be? Hey, what blue chip prospect are we going to get in the draft or whatever? So all that's left is, hey, can we fire the black guy?
True. Very true. What about you, Hendo? What do you think?
He's definitely going to be the coach. Well, why would they fire him? Like, listen, there are so many fan bases out there that haven't had winning seasons. They don't consistently win, and he consistently wins
7 years straight, baby.
Yes, even with mediocre talent. Because honestly, I think Broderick Jones is going to be a decent tackle, but I don't remember the last hit that y'all had in the draft. Like your draft spring.
Yeah, you do. George Pickens.
Oh yeah, I mean aside from George Pickens, but outside of that, you always got to remember that. But outside of that, they're not giving Mike Tomlin talent, and especially at the most important position on the field, they have not given him a competent starter. This merry-go-round of Tricky Mitch and Duck Dynasty and Kenny Pickett and whomever else they can bring in, like he's still winning games, and I think it's miraculous. Last season, y'all were 2-6, and he still had a winning season. They would be stupid to give him up, but I know that the Pittsburgh Steelers fans want him gone. Even they believe that he didn't win a Super Bowl. He did it with Bill Cowher's people. Even though Bill Cowher,
I've argued that. People who say that are dumb. People
even though Bill Cowher didn't win, Bill Cowher didn't win with Bill Cowher people. So I don't get it. So he's safe. He's safe.
Let me tell you something, and I say this as a Steelers fan. They were lucky to win that Super Bowl against Seattle. The Super Bowl against the Cardinals. It was very lucky because first off,
they cheated.
You walked into Cincinnati and you broke Carson Palmer's leg.
Yep.
You weren't even supposed to win that game. Okay. Then all of a sudden, our offense, they let Ben throw and he threw 2 touchdowns and then threw 2 picks. But we had a good enough defense to kind of keep Peyton Manning down. Denver was our only legitimate win. And then you ask Ferris or anybody else, we cheated in that Super Bowl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
then went 8-8 the next year. And people will say, well, it's because Ben got in a motorcycle accident. Ben missed one game, and he still went 8-8. And if Bill Cowher was this great coach that you say he was, if Ben was that hurt, he would have benched Ben or told him to get better before he gets on the field. So don't give me that. Okay.
Hey, Jeremy, you
I'm
asked
gonna ask the same question.
how many winning seasons is enough if you aren't making the playoffs or getting past the wild card round? Jeremy, they've been more successful than Dallas, so maybe sit this one out.
I mean, you see, and the thing that like, and I know Hendo likes to mess with me, but just I think it was 5 years ago, we were just in the AFC Championship game. Now, yeah, that was 5 years ago. You kind of think we went through a rebuilding season, and yet he still hasn't had a losing season.
And that's the thing. Y'all haven't rebuilt, and he's still winning.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of in a rebuild, kind of not.
Yeah, but you're in a rebuild, but you haven't rebuilt. It's been 5 years, and you haven't rebuilt, and he's still winning. I think that should be a testament to his coaching. I mean, listen, like Brian said, look at the Cowboys. Last time I think the Cowboys had a prevalent season, Jasmine wasn't even born. Or she was like 1. Let's see. George Seifert was coach of the 49ers up until Shanahan. What has the 49ers done? I think there are many franchises that'll take winning seasons and make it into the wild card or maybe the divisional round over not making the playoffs and having losing seasons year after year, decade after decade. So you might want to say this without.
Mike Tomlin's been the coach for 17 years. This is his 17th season. They've made the playoffs 10 times, possibly 11 if they get in this season. He's been to the Super Bowl a couple times, been to the conference championship. They've been very successful under Mike Tomlin. Yeah, recently, the last 6 years hasn't been as good. They made the playoffs a couple times and lost in the first round. But you're talking about a team who's moving on from a Hall of Fame quarterback in that stretch. He got old, and he retired, and you're trying to replace him. Most teams are going to struggle mightily in that phase, and Pittsburgh hasn't. They've had a winning season every year. So I think calls for Mike Tomlin's job are way out of pocket.
Yeah. So my question to you is, Jeremy, is does John Harbaugh need to go? Does he need to be fired? Yes. Because he won a Super Bowl and he's had losing seasons. We've had a 5-11 season. It's years where we did make the playoffs and didn't have 17 straight winning seasons. So should John Harbaugh be fired? Because I know we're tired of just getting to the wild card round and not making it anywhere. Some people tell me he's a Hall of Fame coach.
He is. Bill Cowher's there.
I mean, that is true. Yeah, right.
So, all right, let's preview this game that me and Hendo and Bronny will be doing a live stream for.
Nobody agreed. Nobody agreed
on
to that.
Saturday.
You agreed to that the first time they played.
I did not agree to it.
Did not agree to it ever, nor will I, because I will not be doing it.
Hey, Suge, remember when we started this stream and Bronny said, "Hey, I'm going to say I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to be there."
Yeah.
No.
You're going to be there.
No.
That's right, Jose.
That didn't happen.
Star-Drew, what's going on? Jose.
What's up, Star-Drew?
Star-Drew.
Star-Drew.
Whatever. You so disrespectful. Hey, where's Kenneth Pickett been? Haven't seen him in here.
Tomlin needs to be fired. I just think he can do better than the Steelers.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, he can. But the question is about him getting fired.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's Kenny Pickett at, Bronny? Haven't seen him in the chat.
I don't know.
For weeks.
Because it ain't
weird.
Me.
Where's he at, Suge?
I don't know. He's in the corner crying right now.
It's
okay.
It's you.
Steelers playing the Ravens in Baltimore. Like we said, possibly Baltimore's probably going to have their backups in there. Do you think John Harbaugh tries to keep the Steelers out of the playoffs, or what do you think he's going to do, Hendo, as a resident Ravens fan?
I honestly think he doesn't care. John Harbaugh's a scared head coach. I don't think he really cares whether you guys make it or not. I think his whole thing is, I need to get everybody healthy because, listen, Lord forbid he decides, let me play my starters for a half, and somebody important goes down, especially Lamar. He will never hear the end of it. So I think scared coaching, he ain't making no money with that. So I think the backups will play. He may put the starters in for a drive or two, maybe some safe run calls to Melvin Gordon. But yeah, we got the Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. That's right.
There you go. What about you, Brian? What do you think Harbaugh's gonna play him or start him?
I think the guys who have legitimate injuries are going to sit out altogether, whether they can play or not. And then I think the rest of them are going to play probably a half, and then they'll get pulled regardless of how the game's going. And then, unfortunately, we will see Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley.
Hopefully, he goes for the sneak.
Which way is north? But I think what's really going to happen, honestly, is that Mason Rudolph is going to do so much damage against the starting Ravens defense that by the time they pull their starters, Pittsburgh will have no chance.
Yeah. Well, we will see. All right. Let's move on to the Panthers.
They're gonna knock Mason Rudolph out the game.
Got absolutely.
What is with the title every week, bro? Every week.
Every week.
What? Every week? What? Then
I'm not liking this bias.
They didn't.
I'm not liking the
They
bias.
didn't
Here.
score any points.
I'm aware they didn't score any points, Suge. We didn't see titles like this in the midst of your 3-game losing streak.
Well, because we scored points.
What's up, Marcus? It's supposed to snow Saturday?
Yeah, possibly. They kind of walking that back. Well, I mean, I don't know
So-
what Marcus is, but in DC and everything.
Ronnie, what happened?
They didn't score
to
any
the
points, Suge.
Panthers?
What happened? The other team scored more points than they did. All right, that's what happened.
That's all that
This
is. That all
shit
what
is
happened?
rocket science or something. They scored fewer points than Jacksonville. That's what happened.
They didn't score any points.
Bullshit.
What happened? What happened?
This show?
So what is the future for the Panthers going into the offseason, Ronnie?
Well, hopefully,
I did see your thing about
what?
trying to you tweeted out, or the Lunch Break Hot Take Twitter tweeted out about signing a petition to get rid of Tepper.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it popped up. So I was like, hey, why not? But hopefully after the game next week, which is actually a pretty big game. It's a very important game. Not obviously for Carolina because we don't have those, but for the other team, for Tampa, because the NFC South division is still not decided. So that's gonna be a big one. But hopefully, as soon as Carolina is finished losing that game, they will fire Scott Fitterer and go about the business of finding their next head coach and GM, because they are allowed to contact candidates. The season will be over, so they'll be able to freely talk to teams who have been eliminated from the playoffs, and they'll be able to do online interviews with people who are in the playoffs. But they want to get a head start on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can make the right decision, unlike what they've done the last few times they've hired a head coach and GM. I heard Josh Norris, who's a Panthers fan, talking about possibly he thinks that they could be going after Frank Smith, who is the offensive coordinator for Miami, because David Tepper wants to kind of make a splash and get a piece of one of those, flashy, innovative offenses that are going around the league. And as he pointed out, Carolina doesn't have the personnel to run that offense. But hey, you know what? It's all new in the offseason, right? It's hope springs eternal.
Hey, we got 1,000-yard Adam Thielen.
1,000-yard Adam Thielen. I heard from Jay that Chuba Hubbard is changing people's hearts and minds. I don't know, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Hey, the Rams, way back in the day, they were like 3-13 the year before they won the Super Bowl. Okay. And then they won it with their backup quarterback. He used to bag groceries, if you don't know. That's what he was doing before the Rams called him up. And then they were the greatest show on turf. So, hey, why not us?
But they had Marshall Falk, Isaac Bruce.
Why not us?
Corey Holt, Isaac Hakeem.
Why not us?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why not? Why not us? Why not us? Why not us?
We're about to have T. Higgins. You can draft any goddamn body to play running back. I don't care about that. They got some talent on defense.
T. Higgins.
A little bit. But they protect Bryce. Why not us?
You know what, Brownie? I don't want y'all to sign T. Higgins.
I don't care, man.
No. And the only reason I say that is because for the last 2 years he's just been constantly hurt.
he has not been constantly hurt for 2 years, man. Like,
Yes, he has.
no, he is not. No, he has not been constantly hurt for 2 years.
Okay.
All right.
What do you mean, just okay?
Okay. You said that.
All
That's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Rodney, like you said, the Bucks game is going to be a very important game.
The Baker Mayfield show.
What do you think is the most important thing going into this game for the Panthers in order to foil the Bucks' plans to make the playoffs?
So, I mean, first I want to say that T. Higgins missed 4 games this year.
Mhm.
He missed 1 game last year and went over
He left,
1,000 yards.
but he left 3. He left 3 games.
And went over 1,000 yards. The most
year.
and I started by going back to T. Higgins, because the answer to your question, Suge, is nothing. Nothing about this game is important for Carolina. There's nothing that is meaningful in any way going into this game. Now,
they don't want to stop them from winning.
But I mean, stopping them from winning just means that the Saints win. Like, it doesn't matter, or the Falcons. Like they're helping somebody in division regardless. And as far as their own team, like, this stuff doesn't carry over.
Right.
And they're even if in some fantasy world where it actually did, like the Bengals used to win 1 or 2 games at the end of the season every year, and their fans would be like, "Oh, we're going to carry this over to next year." It never happened. But even in the fantasy world where that actually does happen, in Carolina, we're going to have a new GM, new coaching staff. So I mean, it's going to be a whole new thing. They're going to be starting over from ground zero.
Why?
Compared to the first receiver, Hubbard has gained some fans. That's not saying much.
It's not. What happened to TMJ? Is he hurt?
You know damn well here.
No, is he? I haven't heard anything from him.
There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing wrong with him is his lack of talent. He's in the wrong career. That's the only thing wrong with Terrace. And it's not even wrong with Terrace because he's making a lot of money in this ill-fitting job that he's chosen.
All right.
I mean, you make money and sit on the bench.
Yeah,
What
no,
could you ask for?
he's doing great for himself. He's not doing great for Carolina.
Gotcha.
All right. So, going back to the Steelers, in 2011, they had a running back by the name Rashad Mendenhall. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. He sent out a tweet talking about the all black versus all white Pro Bowl. I actually reached out to Bronny and was like, "Hey, did you see his interview with the Pivot?" Bronny's like, "I don't even know what the hell you're talking about." And then he looked it up, and he said some more disrespectful stuff about this man. Because Bronny said, Rashad Mendenhall said, "I don't know if there's a more attack player in the modern era than me." And Bronny said, "I don't even think about you." So
I forgot that he was a thing. I forgot that he was an NFL player. And I don't think it's fair to categorize yourself as the most attacked player in the modern era when I mean, like, a lot of people don't remember that you played football.
Yeah. Well, so there's a couple of things here. There was the tweet obviously before with the all white, all black, all white Pro Bowl where he said he was better than their GOAT. Which is kind of hard to be the GOAT when you've only played 6 seasons and
was, thoroughly mediocre.
Very mediocre.
Best known for getting for Ray Lewis stepping on his chest.
Well, no, he's best known for fumbling in the Super Bowl. Yes,
I mean, in his
he's also known for saying he was going to run over Ray Lewis and then broke his collarbone. Okay,
we don't have a clip.
No,
it's weird.
I didn't clip it.
Usually you clip stuff.
All right.
I do, but
it's about the Panthers.
Been busy.
Weird.
Been busy. But if you don't remember, in 2000 when the Steelers played the Packers in the Super Bowl, and a important carry in the 4th down, Rashad Mendenhall was hit. Ball comes out loose. Packers recover, go down and score, take the lead. And
I remember.
I remember too. Here was a tweet I found. I think it was from a couple of years ago. Him talking about it, and he has stuck to the story. Let me see. I never fumbled the ball. My coaches would feel like assholes to say that I did. I never did. I was separated from the ball 4 yards in the backfield. That's the running back equivalent of a strip sack. There's nothing I could have done about it. Respect my career.
Hold on to the ball.
There's a lot there. First off, like Bronny said, you could have hung onto the ball and it wouldn't have came out. So you could have done that. Secondly, you could have prepared yourself to get hit. And thirdly and mostly, you could have been a professional. Now, he has come out and, I get his frustration because he has taken a lot of the blunt of that Super Bowl loss for the Steelers. He's come out and blamed, Ben for throwing the 2 picks in the first half, things like that. And I had forgot because I had to go look it up. After that Super Bowl, they went to the Super Bowl. He never had a 1,000-yard season again. He only played 6 games the next year, and then 15 with Arizona, only getting 687 yards.
Sound like Amos Smith.
It feels like he wants to blame everybody but himself for his career. Blame the fans because they attacked him, and blame the Steelers, the organization, because his career failed. And like you said, Brownie is very mediocre. He did a lot of talking, and then, he had 2 good seasons. 2009, 2010 were pretty good. 2011, he only had 928 yards.
But he was no Willie Parker.
He was no Willie Parker. He was no
Willie
Jerome
Parker.
Bennis. He was no Jerome Bennis. He was no Le'Veon Bell. And so he went on the pivot. He confronted Ryan Clark. You said that it was my fault we lost the Super Bowl and that hurt me and things like that. And it's like, to me, it's like, I don't even think Steeler fans really talk about him anymore to that effect. Yes, in that time period, yes, we absolutely went after Rashad Mendenhall because he did fumble the ball at a critical point. Now, I know he says Ben threw 2 picks, which were in the first half, absolutely. But then Ben also threw 2 touchdowns the second half. Rashad scored a touchdown, ran the ball in, but when we needed him to score the most,
listen, see, but that's what Rashad talking about right there. That's not fair, is it? Like, you can't be like, oh, Ben turned it over twice, but Ben scored twice, and like it's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Rashad turned it over once, and he scored once. So it's
it's not okay, but it came at the most important time of the game.
There was a whole quarter left.
Listen, shit.
No, it came in the fourth. It came in the fourth quarter.
I know. I said it was a whole quarter left. It was. It was the first play of the fourth quarter.
But here's the thing, Suge. No one play loses a game. And let's say, for instance, Ben doesn't throw those 2 interceptions and scores a field goal. Like, anything can change the game. I just think Rashad Mendenhall, he's just bored. He's just bored because nobody's talking about him. Nobody cares about him. What Rashad Mendenhall is remembered for is Ballers, the TV show. That's what he's remembered for. Nobody cares about his football career because it was nothing. He doesn't.
I respect his career, though.
I mean, I respect him for being in the National Football League, but he seemed like one of those guys that didn't love football. He just played it to play it. That's why he
didn't love it anymore after Ray stepped on him. Of course not. Nobody did anything. They just let him do it.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of the Kwame Brown situation. Mm-hmm. How Kwame got real hot because he was just going after everybody.
The angry young man.
So
they're saying you should check and see if he has a podcast coming out soon, or
right. So to me, it's like, again, I understand his frustration. I do think fans do take it overboard, but I mean, it happened. You fumbled the ball.
And listen, the reality, because I just I typed in Rashad Mendenhall and it immediately auto completed to fumble in the Super Bowl. So I pulled that up, and yeah, he got hit in the backfield, right? He got hit in the backfield, but he got hit by 2 guys in the backfield, but he had the ball. He had taken a couple of steps, and he got hit from the front. Like, he saw them coming. He didn't cover up the ball. He didn't put both hands on the ball. He barely braced for it. Like, you could have held on to the ball. It's not like a strip sack. Quarterbacks are very vulnerable when they're in the pocket looking to throw. Mm-hmm. You were not vulnerable. You just got hit, and drop the ball because you didn't have two hands on it. That's all.
Listen, let me
And it's
preface,
fine.
Go ahead.
let me preface this off by saying, listen, I love the fact that when men can share their feelings, be vulnerable. I like that. Men should do that a lot. But for him to go on a pivot and say, "We're Ryan Clark," I feel like when you said I lost the Super Bowl, that made everybody turn on me. What? First of all, that's the price of stardom. That's the price of fame. Like you can take the accolades, you can take the compliments, but when somebody bashes you, now it's all about, oh, I feel so bad.
Listen,
I'm worthless.
I'll tell you one thing, man. Fans don't need anybody's help turning on a player.
They do not. They do not.
Not at all.
Like,
Shout out to Saul. I have the Giants franchise from Madden 07. Still say with Willie Parker as my running back. That's how much respect I show that man. Rashad Mendenhall is no fast Willie Parker.
He's no fast Willie Parker.
Sounds pretty familiar.
And the Steelers underutilized him too.
He wasn't that fast.
Willie Parker?
Mm-hmm. He was fast.
He was. I said he wasn't that fast. That was an ironic nickname.
He was fast in the beginning until he started taking a couple hits because he wasn't that big.
He was more accurately
because it was in the first game he took it to the house on Houston.
Average speed.
They're like, oh
Willie
yeah,
Parker.
average speed. So disrespectful. All right, NFL playoff picture.
Woo!
We'll start with the NFC because we got the number 1 seed 49ers, number 2 seed
Smashed
Cowboys, Lions,
Smashed them.
Eagles, Rams.
Smashed them.
With still in the hunt, Buccaneers and Packers.
We smashed them too.
I can't believe the Packers are still not. They don't deserve it. They should concede.
Yep. We don't want it.
And then you have Seattle, Saints, Vikings, Falcons.
Deceptive speed, Willie Parker.
Seahawks, Saints, Vikings, and Falcons. Falcons are 7-9 and can still get in the playoffs. That is nuts.
That's crazy.
They can still win the division. Say it right.
It's crazy. What do you think is the most likely scenario? Who do you think your is it 8 teams or 7 teams? 7. Yeah, who do you think your 7 teams are? Obviously, like I said, 49ers, Cowboys, Lions, Eagles, Rams. Who do you think is going to be the 7th team? Buccaneers,
Tampa
Packers. Could be Tampa Bay.
Well, you think that the Saints are going to lose their game? Oh wait, no, Tampa's the one.
They're playing.
Right. Yeah, never mind. It's going to be Tampa.
They're playing Tampa.
It's gonna be Tampa. Yeah.
Baker Mayfield taking Tampa Bay back to the playoffs.
I mean, it wasn't hard. It's the NFC South.
Yeah,
it's still hard. They're still professionals and they'll respect their careers. I want desperately for Tampa and New Orleans to lose and for the Falcons to make the playoffs.
That would be hilarious.
That's not gonna happen.
It's not, but it would be hilarious, none the least.
And for the AFC,
Mm-hmm.
you got the Ravens number 1, Dolphins
Of
number
course.
2, Chiefs
Smash
number
them.
3, Browns number 5. You have the Jaguars, who can still
Lose the division.
4th, lose the division. You have
Be
the
out the
Bills,
playoffs.
Colts, and then Texans, Steelers. What do you think is the most likely scenario? Who do you think the 7 teams are going to be? Obviously, excluding Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, Browns. Who do you think the other 2 teams are going to be?
You mean 3?
That was only 7.
I thought you said Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, Browns. That's only 4.
Or, yeah, and then 3
And
other teams.
That's what I just said. 3, not 2.
Oh, so, okay, my bad. 3. Who do you think the other 3 teams are going to be? My apologies. Oh, no, because the division winner of the AFC South, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, there's going to be a division winner. So, who do you think the other 2 teams will be, and who's going to be the division winner for AFC?
AFC South, I think Houston. Houston is going to be the AFC South division winner. Houston.
I mean, you think Tennessee is going to beat Jacksonville?
For some reason, they always do. I don't know how.
Derrick Henry is going to.
And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Trevor Lawrence is back playing.
Yeah, but it's.
I mean,
Who
Will
the Bills
Levis, the Dolphins
The Bills are playing the Dolphins
for the division.
and possibly for their playoff lives. If Pittsburgh wins their game, then it's either win and become division champions or lose and you don't make the playoffs for Buffalo.
It's funny either
So
way.
I'm really pulling for a Pittsburgh win.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Brian. Just so we can get embarrassed by the Chiefs.
I don't care so much about that part. I'm just talking about in terms of the Bills and Miami game being life or death for them.
So you guys can just trash Allen.
I don't trash out. I just think it'll be more interesting than a game where, okay, yeah, it's for the division championship, but both teams are in the playoffs already. Because like Miami's already clinched a playoff spot. So if Buffalo is there, they can win the division championship or miss the playoffs altogether. That's much more interesting to me.
It's hilarious. But I want Buffalo in the playoffs.
And I really want to see like James Cook step up and have like 150, 200 yards in that game, maybe a couple touchdowns. Because I know that's the kind of player he is, and he shows up in those games when people really need him. That's not bad. You shouldn't say things like that.
All right. We're going to get to the NFL awards. I did not get any pictures, anything for your stuff.
Let's go. Let's go. No, I don't even know why the hell you asked us. I don't even know why. What was the point of all that?
Because
wasting my time. But if I hadn't given you my list, then y'all would have had pictures and I wouldn't. And I see how this outfit operates.
Wow.
All right. Starting off with you, Hendo. Who is your MVP?
It's possible that that's true, but Miami Buffalo's the last game, so we'll know by that point if they're in or if they have to win to get into the playoffs.
Mr. Hendo, who is your MVP of the NFL?
Lamar Jackson. Unanimous.
Ronnie.
Lamar Jackson. Wire to wire.
Bang bang.
Lamar Jackson.
Who? What?
Offensive Player of the Year.
What you say?
Lamar Jackson.
You said it real fast.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay,
Lamar Jackson.
Thank you, sir.
Offensive Player of the Year.
I mean, that's an easy one. That's an easy one, but Hendo missed it anyway. Hendo had that open layup that Patrick Ewing had, and just off the back. It's Christian McCaffrey, hands down.
Hendo.
Tyreek Hill.
I'm gonna go Christian McCaffrey.
Definitely Christian McCaffrey.
All right, this one we're gonna have an argument on. Defensive Player of the Year. Starting with Hendo.
Myles Garrett.
Oh, I wonder who Suge is picking.
I wonder.
The guy that leads in all
No. You know what? Sure. I take that back then. Since we go with the guy that leads the league in sacks, Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson doesn't lead the league in sacks.
Yes, he does. He's tied with TJ Watt. Look it up.
So it's a tie. So he doesn't lead.
So don't tell me he doesn't lead.
Okay. Anyway, Bronny, go ahead, sir.
They're also tied to tackles for losses, mind. But TJ has way more passes defensed.
That's right, Star Drew.
So, the answer, my friends, is Deron Bland, who is leading the league in interceptions and has scored 5 touchdowns this year.
NFL history, leading.
TJ Watt.
And if it's not Deron Bland, it's still not TJ Watt because TJ's had a phenomenal season. Phenomenal. And obviously one of the best defensive players.
Are you going to use? Are you going to use one of those fake stats for Myles Garrett?
No, I wasn't picking Myles Garrett. I'm saying if I wasn't picking Deron Bland, I would actually pick Khalil Mack, who is one sack behind Hendrickson and Watt. Has also 8 passes defensed. And he has one more forced fumble than TJ Watt, and a few more tackles. Like it's very, very close, just numbers wise. But I think that, and part of it is because I'm gonna be honest. Part of it is because he looked so washed last year, and now he's coming back having a phenomenal season. So I'll probably give it. But it's Deron. It should be Deron Bland. 5 touchdowns.
Remember when there was a debate about whether or not the Ravens should pay Lamar? Football fans suck a lot.
I asked Ryan Mink that. He didn't reply to me because he made a comment about, oh, look at Lamar doing this and this and this. And I said, is he worth the money now? And Ryan Mink was like, I don't know you, bro.
All right. Endo, Coach of the Year.
D'Amico Ryans, Houston Texans.
Hendo,
What do you shake your head?
Hen-
First of
Hendo-
all,
Hendo was
rookie-
failing his test.
Rookie head coach,
mhm.
rookie quarterback, downtrodden franchise. He has them on the verge of making the playoffs.
Downtrodden franchise, he says. I would ask you this. I would submit this to the audience. Who is more downtrodden than the Cleveland Browns, who have started 4 quarterbacks this year and are already in the playoffs, unlike the Houston Texans, who might miss it altogether?
First of all, they signed January Joe close to January. What did you expect?
No, he hasn't played a game in January yet. Rejected.
I said close to. He
okay,
he warming up.
I'm sorry, is he close to
Rodney.
January Joe or is he January Joe? And January Joe happened one time, mind you.
No, he happened several times.
Unless, hey,
Oh,
and then
you
what?
have several rings?
He's a hater, bro.
If he walks into Baltimore and beats Baltimore,
That would.
I will.
I'm pulling for
The
the Ravens.
smile on my face.
I'm pulling for the
Listen.
Ravens. So, I'm a huge Lamar Jackson fan. Obviously, I know a lot of Ravens fans for whatever reason. But
Like yourself,
man, if he goes in there and beats Baltimore,
bruh.
I will live stream all day.
Bruh. Somebody will commit suicide. Somebody will commit suicide because the Browns fans will be on every social media platform.
Tell you what, it won't be in the Hemsley household.
They will be cheering on. We told you all along. Yeah, that would not be a good day. It would not.
And also,
Coach of the year is over was between Houston and Indy.
No,
But it's
definitely,
really Houston.
Definitely Stefanski.
I'd be weak for that day from Ravens Twitter alone. Oh God,
Y'all are out here really discounting a team that's won 11 games, starting DTR, roughneck legend PJ Walker, and Joe Flacco off of his couch because Houston drafted the offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year.
Starting running back got hurt, didn't play much this year. I mean, there's a lot of things, but I will say, Brodney,
Nick Chubb.
I wouldn't be mad at Stefanski. Like they lost Nick Chubb. Yeah, they lost Nick Chubb early in the season. Like I wouldn't. I can see that.
Yeah, because it's the correct answer. Moving right along.
comeback player of the year, Mr. Brodney.
Had to go with Tua on this one because again, people were questioning whether or not he would ever even play again.
Sure.
And those are some scary hits he took last year. And he's come back and he's not going to win, but he was in the MVP conversation for most of the season. So he's come back and played very well. So it's definitely got to be Tua for me.
Endo.
And the correct answer is Lamar Jackson. He went out early the last 2 seasons, came back with a vengeance, about to win the MVP. What better comeback is there than that?
How about a comeback from a player who was actually hurt and not someone who sat out because of contract issues like I heard Lamar?
Really, Brady? Really, Brady? Really, Brady?
All I know is your head coach was out there like, I don't know what's up with Lamar. Y'all gotta ask him.
Even the general manager was like,
I understand he could go if he wanted.
Look at if we got to pick this award after the couple rounds of the playoffs, like the AFC Championship game, if Flacco wins a playoff game or two, it would be Joe Flacco.
even if he doesn't win a playoff game.
I don't. That's the one thing I don't like about
It's not an
this
offseason
award.
award.
Like I don't. That's what I don't like about this award. Like he didn't come back. He's not coming back from anything. He shouldn't even be
He's
eligible.
coming back from the couch.
No, you're not coming back from that.
And Jay, no, DeMar Hamlin gets in on special teams plays where everybody's around him like,
He
don't touch
doesn't
him.
even play.
They like, don't touch him.
No,
Let him run.
he's been inactive most of the season.
But they let him do a couple special teams plays here and there, but they don't nobody
Oh,
touch
they
him.
gave him some pity plays.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but for some reason, I really love the fact that Miko is doing this with the team that he played for, some Disney movie shit. Yeah, very true.
Stefanski played for the
Hamlin.
Browns too.
And they lost their best wide receiver.
Hey, wait, is that Savansky from the Boise State, the quarterback? No,
No, that's Zabransky.
Savansky. Okay,
I was about to be like, what you on your first shit?
I just asked a question.
And
All right,
no,
offensive rookie of the year, Hendo.
CJ Stroud.
All right,
Or
you
Bryce
ain't
Young.
gotta say it like that. You ain't gotta say it like that because Bryce Young is 1-0 against CJ Stroud. So now,
You right.
What's
You right.
up now?
You right.
Bronny. Go ahead, Bronny. Who do you
CJ
got?
Stroud.
Who?
CJ Stroud.
Got you.
CJ Stroud. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Brody.
Will Anderson, Houston Texans.
Hendo.
Why are you shaking your head? I know that's who you picked too.
I picked Will Anderson Jr.
Oh, good Lord.
Houston Texans.
God.
So, so this might be the second year in a row that the same team drafted the offensive and defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, in the same season. 2 years in a row. Jets did it last year.
Who was it? It was Brees last year, or was it Garrett?
No, it was Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do our week 18 picks. I know it says to be determined, but like Hendo said, there's some games on Saturday. But we'll start off with the first game. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Nothing to play for, but we're going to pick it anyway. Go ahead, Rodney. Who do you got?
I'm taking Cleveland because Cincinnati is an embarrassment.
Hendo?
Excuse me. I'm going with Cincinnati because Cleveland is resting their starters.
What starters?
Jersey Joe. January Joe.
Oh, so you mean one of the other three quarterbacks they've won games with has to play? All right.
I think some of the offensive and defensive linemen not playing. Like
Okay.
backup set.
I bet you Myles Garrett's playing.
I don't think he is.
I bet.
I mean,
you
he hasn't played. He hasn't really played in the last 3 weeks. So
I bet
Minnesota,
you-
Detroit, Hendo.
Detroit has nothing to win or nothing to gain, so they might sit their starters. But Minnesota's quarterback situation is horrid, so I'm going with Detroit.
It's been a while since I've seen some quarterback play as bad as Jaron Hall. I'm going with Detroit,
I'm also
regardless.
going to
He said regardless.
Chicago at Green Bay to keep Green Bay in the playoff hunt. Rodney.
I love this one because Aaron Rodgers, who was a goddamn moron, for years would laugh about how he owned Chicago. And now, even though their season's not going the way that they wanted, they're going to knock Green Bay out of the playoffs. Chicago wins.
Hendo.
Yep. Every time you expect Green Bay to come back and win a game after they won one, they lose it. And Justin Fields is actually playing like an NFL quarterback. I'm going with Chicago.
I'm going to go with Green Bay. Jacksonville at Tennessee. Hendo.
Tennessee always, for some reason, no matter the talent level, no matter the quarterback, seem to beat Jacksonville, and Trevor Lawrence might not be playing. I'm going with Tennessee.
Rodney.
Yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville to go ahead and win that division. And what Hendo's not telling you, what Big Flock media is not telling you is that Jacksonville actually beat Tennessee by 20 earlier this year.
Yeah.
So it's not
They don't sweep them.
So
No, they don't.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said mere moments ago.
I'm sorry. My apologies. When they play in Tennessee.
Moments ago.
Who is it when they play in Jacksonville?
Don't even know now. Look at you.
Yeah, you've got me to read.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I think Derrick Henry's gonna have a big day.
That's right.
Houston and Indianapolis, Rodney.
Go ahead and take Houston in this one. The Colts have put up a valiant fight without Anthony Richardson. Not their starting Gardner, but it comes to an end this week. Stroud and the Texans to the playoff. Well, actually, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they're going to win the game.
Hendo.
Yes, with the Tennessee win and Houston getting CJ Stroud back after missing a game. I'm sorry, back from last week. Came back last week after missing a game. I think he is going to solidify his Offensive Rookie of the Year award, win the division, and send Gardner Minshew home packing. Houston.
I will also take Houston.
That's right.
Denver at Las Vegas. Hendo.
Jesus. Jared Stidham starting for Denver. They do have the weapons. And Sean Payton is a slave driver. So I'm going to go with Antonio Pierce and the Vegas Raiders. Thought I'd never say that.
Rodney.
Going with the Raiders because it's Jared Stidham. Don't think that I need more explanation than that. But I would like to take the balance of my time to inform Hendo that the Jaguars did, in fact, sweep Tennessee last year. And now we can move on.
Okay.
Wow, he must be so.
Apparently, we
disrespectful.
cannot because Suge is scrolling Twitter. So up next, we got Buffalo at Miami for the division for the AFC East. Hendo, who you got?
Phew, I'm
And
going
Hendo
with
froze.
Buffalo. Miami just can't get it done. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I got
you're
Buffalo.
going
They
with
can't beat
Buffalo?
winning teams.
I am going with Miami.
Yes.
I think Miami wins. I think they win impressively at home, and they knock Buffalo out of the playoffs. I'm banking on that game being winner go home for Buffalo, and I think they go home.
I'm gonna need Miami to win this game, so I'm gonna take Miami.
That's not the way to make picks, sir. I hope you're not betting on that one.
Hope not.
My bets have been horrible this week. Fucking Lakers can't do nothing.
Pelicans.
Jesus. New York Giants, New England. Or sorry, New York Jets, New England.
Just as worthless. Don't care, but I will take the Jets as Bill Belichick gives Robert Kraft the finger one more time on his way out the door.
Hendo.
Yeah, who's even starting for the Jets?
Who's starting for New England?
Bailey Zappi.
Can't see though, because he threw like 3 interceptions last week.
And they still almost won.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Let's see. The Jets have the better defense, so I'm going with the Jets.
I will go with New England. All right. Atlanta, New Orleans, Bronny.
Well, for my wish to come true, it has to be Atlanta here. So I'm going to take Atlanta. I want to see Atlanta win the division.
Hendo?
Taylor Heineke led Atlanta Falcons. I don't think they have enough. I'm going with New Orleans. Nolans.
Are they back to Taylor again?
Are they?
I don't know.
Who knows?
They had benched him for Desmond Ridder. I don't know if they went back.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They can't. That's exactly why Atlanta's going to lose. Give me New Orleans.
I'm going to go New Orleans also.
So
Philadelphia, New York Giants.
Man, Philly should win this game by 35. And I'm going to say they win it on a last-second field goal.
Hendo.
Gerard Taylor and the New York Giants for the win.
I will say Philadelphia.
Hater.
Battle of the Birds, Seattle, Arizona.
Definitely taking Seattle in this one. Probably too little, too late for them, but they're going to roll over the Cardinals.
I've been saying it all year long. Cardinals play hard. Cardinals for the win. Geno Smith chokes.
Kansas City, Los Angeles. Oh, I'll take Arizona also. Kansas City at Los Angeles Chargers. Hendo.
Kansas City. Barely.
Barely, really?
Rodney.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and also take Kansas City because Easton Stick is still playing for the Chargers as far as I know. And that doesn't equal a win.
I will take Kansas City. Los Angeles Rams at San Francisco.
I'm taking the Rams. San Francisco's already clinched home field. The Rams are getting into the swing of things and, trying to stay sharp for the playoffs. I think they go out there and they try to make a mini statement before the playoffs start, and they get the win on the road.
Hendo.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams. 49ers have number 1 seed locked up. They're going to rest their starters, and LA is still fighting for a playoff berth, so give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'll go Rams also.
No, the Rams are in.
Are they in?
Yeah. They clinched. They're 9-7.
Oh, that's right.
That's
There's
crazy.
only 1 spot left. Okay, still give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams also. Dallas at Washington. Hendo.
Sam Howell, the man, is going to throw 4 interceptions. Give me Dallas.
Rude. Rude.
That's what he does.
I am going to actually take Washington here. I think the Dallas is going to choke away the
Chance for the division.
last week.
I'm gonna take Washington.
Wow.
That's right. It's your Sam Howell hate. This is why you're the only one who can't see it, Nando.
I hate Dallas more though.
Do you? Doesn't seem
And
like
they tried to lose me that game last week. They did everything in their power.
Which game?
The Dallas,
All right.
the Detroit game.
Tampa Bay, Carolina, Brodney.
I mean, we all know that it's going to be Tampa Bay, but in order for my wish to come true, it has to be Carolina. So I'm taking Carolina.
Okay. First time he's taking Carolina all year.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Sure about that? Hendo.
Give me Carolina Buccaneers. Give me
Hendo
the Bucks.
tie.
Give me the
Hendo
Buccaneers.
picked a tie. Write it down. Write
give
it
me the
down.
Buc-
He picked a tie.
Tampa Bay.
He picked a tie.
It's Tampa Bay Bucks.
I'm gonna go Tampa Bay also. And the game me and Hendo will be streaming.
No, I said that.
Pittsburgh
Yes,
versus Baltimore. Brodney.
I'm going to take Baltimore in this one. Don't trust Mason Rudolph even against backups. And I think that even the backups in Baltimore will be too high to lose to Pittsburgh.
Hendo.
Yeah, Baltimore's playing their backups, but most of Pittsburgh's team plays like backups. And I think our backup defensive players are a little bit too strong for you guys. Baltimore by 14.
Even though we beat your starters, but okay, sure.
Early in the season?
Yeah, well, we still beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you beat us for the division title?
Did you beat Arizona?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Hey, keep talking. Keep talking.
Did you beat Bailey Zappi? Beat Bailey Zappi?
Talking. I will take Pittsburgh to win this game.
Pittsburgh? That's what they're going to do to you, throw picks.
Field goal. It's going to be by a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what time it is, right?
No. What'd I do, Jeremy?
You picked Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Put yourself on that racist team.
Dakota Rain Prescott.
All right. We haven't done this in a while. Some Stardew Valley talk.
That's right.
SDV.
That's right.
So, Hendo, have you been watching What If?
No.
No. Even though we're going to do a review on it?
Are y'all?
You
Yes,
two.
you and me. Yes.
Y'all keep putting me in stuff I've never agreed to.
You want to go check the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we did agree.
Throw the flag. Throw the
agree-
flag. Throw the red flag.
We did agree to do a stream for the Steelers Ravens.
Gatorade's terrible for you, by the way.
Is it sodium?
Thought you would know that, Mr. Vegan.
I do know, but I need the sodium right now.
You know, I don't want to. Never mind. I was gonna call out Hendo, but I'm not gonna say anything
Do it. Do it.
because that's putting personal stuff out there, and I don't want to say it. That's not right. That's not right.
This is why we're
But-
not streaming.
We are streaming.
You put too much personal stuff out there.
You already agreed to that stream a long time ago.
What's up? I'm gonna have to run it.
Where's
back
the
and have
red
to turn
flag?
around about
Where's the
10
red flag?
Feel better.
We don't have the red
I
flag.
fell asleep, but this music got me hyped now. I'll say.
I know it's making me.
You agreed to it on October 8th.
Where you see that at?
I was there when it happened, Hendo. That's where I see that at.
Show
You
me
see
the
how
red
he
flag.
always tries to get out of stuff,
Yeah.
but if I were, it's okay. I understand.
If you
You know,
what?
I didn't help do a lot of things for him to better his life, but it's okay.
You didn't. It was Bradley. Thanks.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
mm-mm,
Thanks, Bradley.
But
mm-mm.
how's
A damn shame.
Ain't it?
What
now?
shows are you
always throwing
watching?
Stuff up
What
in your
show-
face.
what shows are you watching right now, Brian?
I'm
Other than
finishing
Blue Eye
up
Samurai.
Succession.
Okay.
I'm finishing up Succession. I thought that after a certain event in the fourth season, I wouldn't really be into it anymore, but I was wrong. It's still just as good. They're doing a fantastic job with it. I've got a few more episodes of that, and then I'll be moving on to Marvel What If and finishing Loki. Not sure what after that. I'm gonna have to find something else. But yeah, it's Succession for right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't started What If yet. I'm gonna start it. And then
Even though
hopefully I
y'all
can
are
get
doing a
some-
review on it.
Well, apparently Hendo's not gonna isn't gonna do it with me. So
When
maybe Brian, if you feel generous, maybe you
When
can
y'all
do
doing it?
I have to watch it. We have to watch it, Hendo.
Oh,
You haven't
Y'all
watched
should do a live watch along.
it.
Y'all should do a live watch along.
Live watch-ons with me and Hendo don't turn out good.
Yes, they do. They turn out amazing.
They don't.
And I don't know why you're saying that. Your team won.
That's what I'm saying.
No, thank you on Echo, Star Drew.
What are your picks for the WrestleMania 4 Championship tournament that I'm about to throw on Peacock? I didn't even know that
Was it
there.
really?
But send it to me and I'll let you know. Echoes in a week. Not really caring about that. There's been a lot of rumors about recasting Kane, Jonathan Major's character. Still don't know what's going on with that as far as if we're going to Doctor Doom. We talked about this before on Lunch Break Hot Take. I think they're gonna fix it all in Deadpool 3. I think that's where they're gonna go and fix it, and kind of that's where we're gonna get the continuation story and how either if they're gonna introduce Doctor Doom or they're gonna introduce a new version of Kane. So we'll see what happens with that.
I think they should scrap all this and go with X-Men.
I mean, they're gonna go X-Men. It's gonna be in the
I know sooner though.
Deadpool movie.
No. That's just Wolverine. I want the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna get X-Men in Wolverine in Deadpool. Like
No. You're not hearing me. I don't want it in a Deadpool movie. I want X-Men.
I don't care how many times you say it to me, Brody. You're not getting it.
No, you're not getting it. Okay. The X-Men were in the last Deadpool movie. It wasn't an X-Men movie.
So you want an X-Men movie?
He keeps saying that.
Okay.
He wants an X-Men movie.
Can you tell me one more time what you want, Brody?
I want an X-Men movie. Sure.
Okay. You sure?
I want the X-Men fighting the Sentinels. You know, like old times, like my youth.
Yes.
That was a long time ago.
No, it wasn't. All right, we're the same goddamn age.
Been watching Monarch TV series on
That's
Apple.
what I want. Oh,
What do
never mind.
Wouldn't recommend.
I was gonna say that's what I wanted to watch.
Wait,
But I read the
Monarch.
rest of it.
The Monarch, the Monster series.
Yeah, Godzilla.
That's not good. What are you talking about,
Has
Jay?
it been
That's not
good?
good. Yeah, it's had some good
Yeah.
storylines.
I've heard it was good, but then Jay was like, Jay shit on it.
Well,
so.
I mean, you know, it's Jay. He likes the Panthers, so
Wow.
yeah,
I mean, you like the Steelers, though.
yeah. But the Steelers are great.
That's what-
Were.
Been trying to get his fucking ass to do a watch along since I don't. No, you haven't, Saul. I haven't. Even
I
heard
believe.
from
I believe you,
since
Saul. I believe you.
But at the
I haven't
same
even heard
time,
from
so
you.
October's really not that long. Maybe put in the work. You'll get there.
He can message me. He has my messenger.
I'm pretty sure he's messaging you. You just ignored him.
No, I don't ignore people like you do, Hendo.
I don't
Okay.
ignore people.
Hey, Hendo,
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
is my katana in the mail?
Is my vodka in the mail?
Right.
He's ignoring me. How am I gonna get it over to you if I don't have a katana to help with the packing?
That makes sense.
How else am I gonna cut the tape?
With scissors?
I don't have any scissors. Why do you think I need a katana?
Did you get anything for Christmas, Hendo? Anything exciting you want to share?
He gets the best stuff for Christmas, and he doesn't use any of it because he's a Grinch and he hates people.
I got a sweatshirt and some sweatpants.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
know
all
what he got last
you get?
year? What he got last year? He got a fucking 3D printer. Ask him how many things he's printed in 3D.
Maybe 2.
I like the show,
I gotta learn how to
there's
use
too
it.
much talking, flashbacks. You see new monsters,
Well,
but
look,
that's
Jay,
it.
don't.
We're out of
I
fights.
didn't know you were one of them. You can't be. You're the reason Michael Bay has a career, man. Get out of here with your reviews. Listen to the words they're saying, Jay.
What about you, Brian? You get anything exciting for Christmas? I know you sent me some pictures of the games and stuff.
Yeah, we got some board games and whatnot. Just got some gift cards, and then for my birthday, I got the Quest 3.
Nice.
So very
Oh, you
exciting.
did get it. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What did I get for my birthday?
What game are you gonna play on there?
So I've got Thrill of the Fight, which is a boxing game, which is fantastic. It's an amazing game. Puts you like right.
How long
in
can
the
you?
ring.
But how long can you last though?
I mean, look, I've had the longest fight I've had on there. I probably went like 8 rounds, but I'm not gonna lie, it is taxing. Like every single person that I've ever seen play that game, they'll go through a few rounds and they're just drenched in sweat because like you're actually, if you I mean you can play it just sitting down if you want, but if you do the room scale where you're moving around, like you actually have to move around the room to move around the ring. And then you're throwing punches. There's no button presses in the game, so you're just shadow boxing. But you have somebody in front of you.
Have you caught anybody? Like caught a real person?
Oh no! I don't do that. I don't play that game when people are around because then people can see you playing it.
It's a real.
And I've watched other people play it, and it's hilarious, and I don't want to be that.
Jeremy asked Hendo, "What did you print?"
Printed a 3D cube. And I think I did. What I did? A coin or something? Coin or a little man or something? I don't know.
A coin or a little man or something.
I just know I did a 3D cube and something else. I can't remember.
You print me a dog tag? You didn't, did you?
I gotta learn how to work it. I can't get it to work on the computer.
It's been a year.
I haven't
Jay
touched
says the
it.
storyline is solid. If you watch the other movies, I just want to see a few kaiju get it on. That sounds disgusting. Like
really
Celebrity
is.
Deathmatch. Is that too much to ask?
Yes, it is too much to ask because it's setting up all the stuff that happens later. It's about Monarch.
Well, yeah, it's gonna set up the next movie, which I am very excited about because I love Godzilla and I love King Kong, one of my favorite movies. What was your New Year's resolution this year, Hendo? One New Year's resolution.
One New Year's resolution: be mean like Brodney.
Not me.
I told him that
I'm
too.
never mean.
Can you give us a serious one?
I told Brodney that. I did
He
tell
did-
him that.
he did tell me.
That's my New Year's resolution.
He did tell me that, but it's not real. So I'm
It
not
is
mean.
real.
He
And
didn't even
it's not-
answer. He didn't even answer my question. Did you know?
I did answer the question. I did. I said I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean,
How
So-
could you not know if my prize is on the way?
it should
And I'm
be
trying
on
to
there.
help him out. I'm trying to help him out, save him some money. Because unfortunately, the sword is cheaper than the championship belt.
It's about the same price.
It's not. Depends on which
Is
one
that
you
what you're
get.
getting for winning his league?
Hell yes.
So you stopped him from winning. Thank you. There you go. Good job.
I did indeed.
Who
Double
won
champion.
your
Oh, sure.
dynasty league this year?
Double champion.
Well, Hendo.
Fuck you.
Appreciate it. Speaking of new movies, the new Planet of the Apes movie is coming on. I can't wait.
Look at you.
People still watch that.
Get out of here, Jay.
People still watch that. I thought they stopped watching that in the 80s.
No,
Jay just
there-
rates
there-
movies
no,
by
there's-
the number of explosions in the first 30 minutes. Awful.
What's going on with the Lakers, Rodney? They're just
And
Yeah, the
listen,
Lakers.
they need to make a trade for DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine. There's talks about them maybe being interested in DeJounte Murray. It's got to be Darvin Ham, though, I think, right? Like, they have the talent, I think. And he's not really able to put it together.
man, you are really making Jay upset.
Jay, I mean, that's a bad series of movies, man. Like, it's done. But yeah, no, I think they may need to make a change at head coach. I don't know, but there's something dysfunctional going on. It's like they don't care. I mean, not even that they don't care. It's like that they think that they're better and that they're just going to win the games, and then teams just kind of sneak up on them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's not good. It's like John Harbaugh, and they're unprepared every night. So, yeah.
All right.
Not
Before we
great.
get out of here, Hendo, let the people know where they can find you and all your great content.
You can find me on the RougPod. Apparently, this Saturday, live streaming at 4:30, which means I'm not streaming on Sunday.
Oh, a double win for me.
Facts. But Brian will be there with us Saturday, 4:30. Come check it
no,
out.
I won't.
Also on Monday, check us out. And we'll be back at 9 p.m. on Sip the Tally with the Ravens Roundup. Myself, Brady, Jose, OTR Mike, Coach Evans, and Chris just joking during the Ravens Roundup. Hopefully talking about a Ravens win versus the Steelers, them resting up and getting ready for the playoffs. Also, every Tuesday at 8 p.m., you can find myself and my man, Mr. Galloway, doing Electric Relaxation. Mr. Galloway talking all things hip-hop, especially the old school.
All things hip-hop.
And then on
except for new
Tuesdays
school.
9:45.
I mean, they're already here.
Right here.
Some days. I don't know if
You
I'm coming
still
back
say
next
it.
week.
You are coming back next week.
I don't know.
Okay.
So grumpy.
I'm tired. I'm just
Ridiculous.
for some reason I could not sleep. I fell asleep at like 4:30 and then I got up at 5:15 and I haven't been back to sleep since.
That was stupid.
I didn't want to wake up.
You know what, Hendo? I woke up at 2:00 this morning and I haven't slept. And I'm
That was stupid too.
I don't know why. Though.
Get some control of yourselves.
I just woke up out of a dead sleep. I was dead asleep.
I was knocked out. I had a great dream.
I just
Get
woke
some control of yourselves.
Hold up, Ronnie. I know you ain't talking.
I'm not tired, am I?
I hate you right now.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it, but
What?
Ronnie, let the people know where they can find you at and your great content.
Every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time on the LBHT show over on Lunch Break Hot Take, followed up by the Overtime Show. Shout out to Sheng, our new patron. Thank you very much. You can also find me here Tuesdays at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time for the Steel Conspiracy, which is going to have a new intro next week. You can find me on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time over on the Ravens Roundup with Coach Evans, with Chris Just Joking, with OTR Mike, with Hendo, with my brother Jose. I don't know that. I mean, I feel like once the Ravens win the Super Bowl this year, I could probably retire from the Ravens Roundup after having helped y'all fix your franchise. I think I need a Panthers Roundup. That'll be good.
You should do that though, Brandon.
But and then also sometimes you never know when, you never know why.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Ring Kings Podcast, which OTR Mike
when it's coming.
This is just the best boxing podcast on YouTube. And I tend to think he's correct.
I enjoy Ring Kings a lot.
Thank you.
I concur. I love Ring Kings.
Thank you. You all should come on when sometime we can talk about The Fighter.
Man. Yes. I'm gonna rewatch that movie. The Fighter.
Wow.
It was a good movie. It was a really good movie.
It is a good movie. And I don't even.
I want to see the new one. What's the new one that Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be in?
Which one?
I don't know.
He's got another boxing movie coming out. Oh, the MMA movie.
The Faller.
Yeah, this would be good.
You know what I want to see, Suge? The Claw.
The Iron Claw.
The Iron Claw?
Yeah, I want to see that. Chris said it was good.
It was very good.
Very good. Watch that.
It's very sad.
I know.
It's very.
If
you know the real true story of the Von Erichs, it's a very sad movie, and they don't even delve into all of it. But yeah,
I watched Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah,
it's they don't and there's a moment, and I'm very big on death. It bothers me. There's a very satisfying moment in the movie that's kind of like refreshing when it comes to death. So it's very interesting how they did it.
Never heard that before.
You never heard of refreshing death scenes?
No, the death scene's not refreshing. It's what happens after the death scene that's really refreshing.
Okay, never heard that before.
So, yeah, it's you got when you watch the movie. when
Have
you
a
watch
death
the
and
movie,
coconut smile.
Jesus. When you watch the movie, you understand what I'm saying. But check it out. If you have not seen Iron Claw, go check it out. It's a really good movie.
Ain't nobody go to those movies.
I'm gonna go right over there and check it out on my
Check it
TV.
out. I loved it. I love going to movies. I go
used
to
to.
the
No, but
movies.
you love wasting money, so that just ain't a hand.
Damn.
True. But I don't really waste a lot of
How
money.
he likes to put
It
personal
was like
things
$10.
out there.
It was like $12. You're right. It was
Sure.
$12 to get in, and then I got a hot dog and a soda and a candy.
I thought you had a gift card. Sure. Don't give me this bubblegum
Why do you
attitude.
know my
Don't give me
business?
don't give me
Why?
this bubblegum attitude. I don't want no bubblegum attitude. I'm telling you.
I'm not dealing with this ass anymore. I'm not dealing with it.
Oh, this
But
bubblegum.
Chug, do you see what happens when you start SDV talking, then you turn off the music?
It's violent.
People get aggressive. They don't like it.
Apparently.
When you turn on the music, that's on until credits.
Thanks.
Apparently.
That's right, Jeremy. His
The
bubblegum.
Vine is
attitude.
always one of the best movies I've ever seen. I've never seen
You need to
it,
watch
so-
more movies. So, it was
All
not
right.
a bad movie, but just
But one of the best.
you need to watch some more.
All right, we are out of here. Have a great
Like you
night.
just really relate to
Happy
Dirty
New
White.
Year. Happy New Year. Appreciate
Happy New
y'all.
Year.
Talk to y'all later.
Image, your beats are so fire.
We can compete with. I feel we can beat the Browns. We can compete with Baltimore if they have Lamar, and we're right there with the Bengals.
That young man put his life on the